body bags were whore lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, happy Thursday, this is your fright chick speaking. So this week's theme is Devil Satanic Cult Week, okay? And I've picked 2014's The Devil's Hand, aka Where the Devil Hides. I saw this a little while ago and I've got to admit it was pretty damn good. Okay, how the hell do I sum this up really quickly? Okay, so it's basically, it all kind of happens in the first literally 5 minutes that we get the backstory. And the rest of the movie is just from A to B. That's it, simple movie, it's great. So in the first 5 minutes, 6 women from this Amish community go into labour, and kind of like all the elders and just the adults of the Amish community are aware that there is a prophecy that 6 girls will be born on the 6th day of the 6th month, original as fuck, right? And if that happens, then one of those girls, when they hit their 18th birthday, will become the devil's hand. So basically, you know, will become evil, will be the right-hand person, blah, 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 blah. This happens in the first 5 minutes. They're all in labour, they're praying to fucking God that one of them's going to be a boy, and that doesn't happen. There are 6 girls born, and one of the women kills herself and her child because she is so scared that this prophecy will come true, and she just doesn't want it to happen, she doesn't want her kids to happen. So she does that in the first 5 minutes. I cannot remember the father's name, but there is a guy who is a father to one of the girls. He's pretty much the only parental figure that we see in the entire movie. He is there. He actually stops the elder beacon from killing the women and killing the kids when they're born. He's like, I'm not going to allow this prophecy to happen. I will kill them now. He stops that from happening. So the girls all live except for the one who, you know, her mum took her out. So we jump to almost 18 years in the future. Everyone is kind of aware of this prophecy, but no one really told the girls. So they kind of grow up a little bit shunned in a way, you know, whispered about. And we have Mary, I can't remember all the names, Mary, Ruth, Sarah, Abby, and someone else who is not important. Like literally 15 minutes into the movie, one of the girls gets picked off. So she's not important, okay, it doesn't matter. But they're all best friends, and they're all kind of like really Amish, you know. It's just like, you know, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't show this, you don't show that. You know, it's very Amish community, and they are all best friends. They're all kind of almost 18, so they're all kind of like talking about things that they, you know, like boys and stuff like that. But they're really scared that if anyone finds out that they maybe want to do things they're not supposed to do, that they're going to be shunned from the community because they're already whispered about. So in the first 5 minutes after the, you know, prologue, one of the girls gets taken out by an unseen figure in black. I think it's like black leather gloves, and it's just like, oh my god, that's actually a real person. It's not a supernatural thing, it's a real person who took the girl out. Then they realise that this girl is now missing, and they call around everybody, and they don't know what's happened to her, and all the girls kind of come together and speculate. So that is kind of the movie. I mean, that's the tone for the movie. It's not exceptionally supernatural, but there is supernatural in it. It's not one of those things where you think it's supernatural and it just turns out to be some random person and everything gets explained away. No, it is a supernatural movie, and I quite like that. It was right at the end. So the whole movie, we follow Mary predominantly, and we follow her best friend Ruth, who's one of the girls, and Sarah, who's another girl. The other two, as I said, the first one got picked off, and then the other one gets picked off not too far in. So they don't really have anything to do in the whole movie. We just follow the 3. Ruth and Mary are kind of on the same page, where they don't agree with Elder Beacon's ways and his teachings and the way he treats them, whereas Sarah is literally devout Amish. She is completely like, she follows everything this guy says, and she just wants to be the good little Amish girl and then become a good little Amish wife. The other two kind of see it for what it is. They think he's got his own agenda. They think he's the evil one because he's the one that kind of treats them badly, and at one point he uses the excuse to fill them both up. He's like, strip naked and I'm going to fill you up to make sure that you've never touched a man, and it's just like, no, this is so fucking wrong. But Mary actually has these fits. I'm not sure if it's kind of like an epileptic fit type thing, but she has these visions, and as of course the movie goes on, we realise that they are visions of how each of the girls is going to kind of die, because part of the prophecy is when they turn 18, only one of them will be left. They will all die, one of them will be left, and that one will be the devil's hand. So they're all kind of, each time they find another girl dead, they freak out and think, is it me? I don't want it to be me. They all eyes land on Mary because she's the one that has these visions, and they're like, it's got to be her. Her stepmom is a complete bitch. She hates her. She just treats her like complete shit. Her real birth mother, she was told that she had died. She did not die. She was shunned by the community and therefore lives out in whatever state they're in. So as the movie goes on, you know, just like little things like that happen. It's not too boring, but it is kind of slow. We meet Trevor, who is the son of the local sheriff, who does not like Elder Beacon's way of everything. You know, he doesn't agree with any of it. So he kind of infiltrates a couple of times, and the girls meet Trevor because I believe one of the girls took them off to a party earlier on in the movie, and they kind of accidentally met there, and they got found out and shunned again, blah blah blah. But Trevor kind of has a thing with Mary where they kind of get together, even though they shouldn't, because once again, as girls get picked off and things keep happening that make it look like they're all evil, Ruth gets shunned completely by the community. She is cast out. Mary runs off to follow her, and they end up going and looking for her birth mother along with Trevor because Sarah's too much of a little bitch, so she stays behind. So that is it. Like, that is like most of the movie is just them kind of going around their community and having little whispers here and there about this prophecy and things, little happening visions and things. That's kind of it. And then they break out of the community. They go off to find her birth mother. They find her birth mother. They get chased by Elder Beacon. He goes there as well. They're trying to find him. It's getting closer and closer and closer to the 18th birthday, to the midnight hour. And then the end of the movie, it is their 18th birthday. But the girls have all been picked off at this point. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know the end of the movie, click off now, but here we go. So we are literally left with the three girls still. Then Sarah gets picked off, Ruth gets picked off over the course of about half an hour. It's just kind of loads of running about and stuff like that. And then Mary realises that it must be her. She is the one, she is going to be the devil's hand, but she doesn't want to be. She runs off with Trevor, and the sheriff actually comes to save her because Elder Beacon finds them when they broke out of the community, brings them back. They're kind of running away from him, getting recaptured, running away, getting recaptured, but he then decides he's going to kill Mary because he does not want the devil's hand to be a thing. Sheriff saves her, takes her to a hospital. The midnight hour happens, she turns 18, and suddenly, boom, she's fucking evil. And it was really cool because I was really scared that it was going to be one of those things where it wasn't supernatural and there was going to be a, you know, rational explanation. No, she turns into the devil's hand and she kills Trevor in like 2 seconds, and it's revealed that her mother is the one who was killing the girls because she wanted to ensure that her daughter would be the devil's hand because she's totally on Satan's side. It was brilliant. And then I thought it was going to end there. I thought it was going to end there, but no. She goes back to the community with her new devil powers, and she takes out Elder Beacon. It's just fucking awesome. It was brilliant. I know that wasn't a very good review, but how do you really explain something where there's a lot of pauses? You know, not much happens, and then someone dies. That's kind of it, you know. Someone dies at some point, and then we have the end climax. That's the movie. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.